Hi guys, very good evening. So today we have a great scoring opportunity, I can say, because it's about company audit, and I hope you guys have participated in the live revision session that we have done for company audit, and you hold a good amount of control on all the sections and subsections of company audit. Yeah, hi to all of you. Let's give in a couple of minutes for people to sink in, and then we have some interesting questions lined up, so you have an opportunity to score 48 marks today. That's about 12 questions. So you can really change your score table. So those of you who thought you like kind of slipped it out in the previous, you can now really make up for it. Not very difficult questions, things are very easy. Yes, good evening to all of you who are on the app, and also good evening to all of you who are watching on YouTube. Those of you on YouTube who are still figuring out how to or when to get on the app, it's your time. You can get on the app, and if not, you can do one thing. You can pick up a piece of paper, write the answer once the question is rolled out, and for every question we have 30 seconds of time to answer. You can do that, and then I will declare the answer so you can see whether you have answered it right or not. But how long will you do that from YouTube? Just get the app. If you are an Android user, it's not a problem at all, and being part of that league will be quite interesting as well. Okay, so that's about it, and then to the end I will come down to people on YouTube. We will quickly have a catch up session, so let's just stay focused on what we're doing now. As of now, chat is not enabled because you guys will answer, so towards the end we'll get onto that. For now, you do a paper testing. Okay, so let's get back to the people on the app. And yes, good evening to all of you. Let's start off the first question. It's going to be a short and sweet quiz, because very easy questions have been lined up is what I'm guessing, but I don't know unless I see. The last two times you've heavily disappointed me with some questions. So first question is on your way. It's a pretty simple question from section 139. In a government company, first auditor, so to be precise, it's 139 subsection 7. In a government company, the first auditor shall be appointed by CAG within a period of dash number of days from the date of registration of the company. I guess that's the most simplest thing to start off with. We can have the options, and please don't answer in the chat box. I guess everybody got used to it by now. The options are already on screen. 30 seconds is way too much for this particular question because it's a very simple question. So that's how it's going to be. Let's do this. Okay, 5 more seconds to go. Let's see how things are working out with the answer. And okay, very good. It's a great start. First question, it's a great start. 80% of the people have answered it as B, which obviously is the correct answer. Okay, so let us move on to question number 2. I want you to concentrate. If any of you are from the old syllabus, new syllabus, whatever it is, I don't want to give you hints here. I want you to read very carefully. Rule 5 of the Company Audit and Auditors Rules, CAAR as it is shortly called, provides that subsection 2 of section 139, now you need to figure out as to what 139 subsection 2 talks about first, shall mean every private company having a paid up share capital of, I'm not going to give you more hints, let's have the options. So the thing is, we have 139 subsection 2, and in 139 subsection 2 they're talking about private company, and which private company having a paid up capital of what. And then we will see what the answer is. 20 seconds to go. So I guess things are moving fine. Okay, 20 seconds, no, 10 seconds, I mean. 3, 2, 2 and 1. Okay. 69% of you are right. That's 50 crores or more. 100 crores or more is not there. That's, I guess, is a random guess, but 25% of the people giving wrong answer is slightly bad for this one. Now, I don't think you should do that. Focus more on the time limits, focus more on the limits here. Okay, so moving up next is the third question. Okay, here we are testing your knowledge on the section numbers, which I have told you so many times, it's very relevant. We can straight away have the options, and they are asking you in which section and its subsection, subject to the provisions of the Act, members of the company may resolve. Members of the company may resolve to provide that in the audit firm appointed by it. Auditing partner and his team shall be rotated. Auditing partner and his team shall be rotated at such intervals as may be resolved by the members, or the audit shall be conducted by more than one auditor. So 10 more seconds, a very easy one. Let's see if you are getting this one right. Okay, we are on a very declining rate, 80% for the first one, then 69 for the second, now it's come down to 59 for the third one. 139 subsection 3, not 4, right? 139, 2 and 4 both talk about rotation, but 3 exclusively talks about, in 4 they have spoken about the manner in which rotation has to be undertaken, for which the rule gives you the 6 rules. But 139 subsection 3 is a small section, or the subsection rather, which talks about members having a power to resolve. And I guess all of you heard the revision carefully. If we don't, or if the members don't resolve, then that section pretty much will not be applicable. Come on guys, pull this one back. This is not done. Okay. Declining. I think the fourth question. Okay, I think here you guys should pull it back. Take to the 80s. Come on. Question number 4. As per section 140, the company shall hold the general meeting within how many number of days of the receipt of approval of central government for passing a special resolution? I think you can make up this to me. 80, 69, 59 is bad. We want it to, can we have the options? Yes, they are on your way, they are there. You have 30 seconds to do this. So let us try and deal with this in a very, very easy manner here. Okay, it's a fairly easy question. Guys watching it on YouTube, I guess you should also be able to answer this one easily. And we have the answer. Okay, not bad. 71% have answered it right. This 5% of people who are saying no time limit, that no time limit is for after making the application to central government, which I asked in quiz 1. Okay, so be very mindful about that. Once you receive the approval from central government, all you have is a 60-day time limit. Okay, so 60 days is the right answer. Not bad. We pulled it back to the 70s. Now for the next one, I want the answer to roll down to the 80s. Or even more than that, because this one seems to be the most easiest question of this evening. Section 140 subsection 2, I'm not going to tell you what that is because that's the catch there. As per section 140 subsection 2, the auditor shall file the dash form, obviously, indicating reasons and other facts as may be relevant with regard to his resignation. They've already told you. 140 subsection 2 deals with auditor's resignation. What should he file is the question. We can have the options. That'll be the very easy thing. Okay, there are already there on your screen. 30 seconds are way too more for answering this one. I guess this is the most easiest question of this evening. Which is the form which is the form that we will be filing. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and but only 65% got it right. Now this seems to be a little problem here. People remembering the forms. What is this? Come on. ADT 1 for appointment of auditors. ADT 2 is for prior approval of central government. This 20% of people who got carried away. 10% of people saying ADT 1. Random guess. I didn't expect 65. I expected more for this one. Come on guys. You're giving up too easily. I don't want you to do that. Please push the limits. Come on. Okay. Let's read this carefully. It's a question of penalties. You know 140 subsection 3, which is a follow-up section to 140 subsection 2. As per 140 subsection 3, if auditor does not file such statement as per section 140 subsection 2, he shall be punishable with a fine. He shall be what? Shall be punishable with a fine not less than rupees 50,000. Okay, they have already given you one limit there, but they are asking a part of that sentence to be fulfilled. 50,000 or dash, whichever is lower, but which may extend up to. Figure out from the options. You can do this. Unless people know it properly, I don't think you're going to get the right answer for this. So I'm again not very biased. Seeing your performance, I'm kind of getting concerned nowadays. 50,000 or dash, which may extend up to. Should we be able to get the right answer for this one? 10 more seconds to go. Yeah, we are around 35 people watching this on YouTube as well. So I guess you have your own cross checks to make. And not bad. 71% have got this one right, which is nothing but the remuneration of the auditor. That is 50,000 or the remuneration of the auditor, whichever is lower, which up to a maximum of 5 lakh rupees, 140 subsection 3. Now, the second answer for that one is 19% on D. You got carried away with 4 times remuneration. No, that's not the right answer. Moving up next is a very simple question, test of concentration. Straight away we can have the options. It shouldn't take more than 15 seconds to get the answer. Which of the following is covered with the meaning, within the meaning of a relative? So those of you who have concentrated while reading 2 subsection 77, we made lots of jokes on 2 subsection 77. You can straight away, as you see the options, click the answer. I don't think you will need 30 seconds for this one. Which of the following is covered within the meaning of a relative under 2 subsection 77? Can we get 100% for this one? Is that possible? Like, I don't know, some people might be randomly playing this quiz without even knowing what relative is. Then I'm not sure, but otherwise, this is more like 100% thing. Which of the following is covered? Oh, don't screw this one up, okay? Don't give me answers which are like 60% and 70%. I will really be disappointed seeing that. Okay, again. Where are we going? Who is covered, we said. Guys, who is covered? Why did 20% of the people answer stepdaughter? And for so many times in the session, I have told that mother, father, brother, sister and son. For these 5 only step family is included. Stepdaughter is not part of the definition. So stepdaughter is not part of your relative definition. We made so much understanding about it. We've discussed, of course, brother's wife, sister's husband, both are not part of the definition, right? They might be there with you in your house, but they're not part of the definition. Just take that into consideration. Brother, sister, that's all. Son's wife, daughter's husband, they are there as part of 2 subsection 77. Brothers, wife and sisters, husband are not there. So A, C and D, all three are not forming part of the definition of relative. This is a sheer case of negligence. For those who have answered it as stepdaughter, you have to be more attentive while reading the section. Moving on to the next question. Okay, I want you to read this one thoroughly. Only after you read, I will let them flash the options. So please read it carefully. Only after we read, I will give you 30 seconds so that you have enough time to answer this one. An individual is disqualified for appointment. So they are testing your knowledge on 141 subsection 3, which talks about disqualifications. So there is an individual is disqualified for appointment as an auditor of a company if 4 options. His father is holding a security of company having total face value of 1 lakh. Mother is holding security of a company having total face value exceeding 1 lakh. Sister's husband is holding security having total face value exceeding 1 lakh. Stepdaughter is holding security of the company having total face value exceeding 1 lakh. Now we can flash the options. There was enough time to read the options. You can read them one more time because you have 30 seconds after the options flash. So think, read carefully and then give the answer. You can do that. So yes, now the options have come, 30 seconds to do this. Take your time, read it once again and do it. Okay, so a lot of you watching on YouTube now, I want you to write down on paper. And then we will, towards the end of the session, I will discuss with you. Let's see how many of you get how many right. But please do come onto the app quickly. 5 more seconds to go, guys. And oh, very good. This one's amazing because it's crossed 90 for the first time. 91% of the people have got this one right. Very, very good. It's the first time we are seeing 90, I guess. Very good, very good. So, an individual is disqualified for appointment. There's a slight catch. I think the 5% of the people who got carried away there with the first option was, you have to see the word in excess of is a very clear wording in the section 141 subsection 3. So, mother is holding a face value exceeding 1 lakh. In the first case, father is holding exactly 1 lakh, which is pretty much allowed. So, that's a benchmark answer there. Fantastic. We have the first time crossed 90 because the last time we did something, we got caught up at 89. So 91% of the people have got this one right, and that's a real good thing. Let's see how many of you get the next one right, because next one involves section 142, which talks about remuneration. Those of you who know the definition, get this one right. But people making guesswork definitely are going to go wrong with this one. Okay, we can have the options. This is no difficulty at all. It's an easy one. Remuneration shall include, they're giving you 3 components. Fee payable to an auditor, expenses incurred on behalf of the audit or in connection with the audit, and any facility extended thereon, and any remuneration paid to the auditor for the services rendered by him at the request of the company. What constitutes to remuneration? 20 more seconds on that, and let's see how things are going. Those of you who want to do these quiz later, please go on to YouTube. You will find all these quiz available there. Already you are watching on YouTube, you guys can save these if you want to check these questions, or do them later also. You want to do one more round of it. Okay, so there we see again a 91% on this one. Okay, I mean, are you guys finding it out from somewhere or what? But 91% back to back, that's pretty amazing. 1 and 2 are included. 3 is separate, it's not part of auditor's remuneration. Very, very good. And I've emphasized this point in the revision very clearly. Okay, everybody knows that we have to report on company auditor's report order. We can CARO 2016 is applicable to you for the exams as of now. CARO reporting is done by the auditor. CARO reporting is done by the auditor as part of. Why should an auditor report on company auditor's report order? Why should an auditor report on company auditor's report order? Because it's told in some section. Which section is talking about that is a question being asked. 5 more seconds to go, and will we again reach 90? Okay, not bad. I thought people will screw this one up, but 76% have gone with 143 subsection 11, which is the correct answer, because 143 subsection 11 discuss about orders made by the central government, and those of them, 19% of people have answered it to be 143.12. Where is your concentration? It talks about fraud, reporting on fraud. We are asking you to report on company auditor's report order. Come on, that's a simple thing you let go of. But not bad, 291 persons followed by 76. I think today's scoring is going to be very high for a lot of people. Okay, right. I want this one to be again a question on penalties. So think and answer this. Read all the options carefully and then options will come. Punishment for contravention of 139, 143, 144 and 145 by the auditor, knowingly or willfully, with an intention to deceive the company or its shareholders or creditors or tax authorities. We can have the options. The ones who know will straight away go and choose it. The ones who don't, then you have to read all 4 options. Okay, no problem. Read all the 4 options. It's always good to do that. Let's just see. Okay, you have 30 seconds to do it now. Read every option carefully. Choose the right one. Don't just jump to some conclusion. Oh, I want to see things work out. Okay, that was very bad. It is totally mixed up. Now, not bad, but 43% of the people have come to the right answer, but lots of, I do know, like you got to be a little more strong on penalties. Okay, it's 50,000 ranging up to 25 lakhs or 8 times the remuneration, whichever is lower. That 8 times of the remuneration comes down to the bit C. C is the correct answer, and this 25 lakh thing is for intention to deceive. Option A would have been the answer if there was no intention to deceive, but when you do it willfully, the answer is C. Okay, please brush up on penalties, guys, because it's a very mixed answer. 22%, 28%, 43 and 9. So lot of confusion down there. Okay, nevertheless the majority of you got it to be the right answer. Moving on will be a question to wind up. Cost audit report shall be submitted by the cost auditor to the board of directors within how many number of days from the closure of financial year, and you already have 30 seconds to do the most easiest thing. Can we reach one more 90 there? Yeah. Why 90? Can I get 100 on this one? Cost audit report shall be submitted to the cost auditor, by the cost auditor, the board within how many days from the closure of the financial year? It's a very easy question. So, guess we will be able to see it. No, that's so bad. Only 58% of people got it right. How come people are saying 30 and 60? You think what, cost auditor will finish audit in 30 days or 60 days from the end of financial year and give a report? from when he gives the report, board has 30 days time to submit it to central government. I don't know, that's a sheer guesswork that a lot of people have done there. 25 plus 17 is close to 42% of the people have done guesswork, because if you know it, your hand will not go to option A or B. You simply just type that because you don't know. That's not the way how you deal things. So with the stats, if there is anybody who's got 12 on 12, okay, so I have some 11. Tanmay has got 12. Tanuj has got 12. Very good. Guys on the YouTube, you can do one thing. We will now enable the comments. You just have to refresh and reconnect there, and go to the live chat tab, and then you guys. Oh, Shubhakari's got also 12. Very good. Very good. So a lot of people who's got 12 today. 11's also fine. Fantastic. 10 to 12 is an easy target that I've set today. Yes, I did pick up a couple of tricky questions. I thought under pressure it will be a little difficult for you to answer. But I think like as of now on screen I can see 4 of them who got 12 right. So that's pretty amazing. 11, 12, 10 all. Anybody who's got less than 5, all I'm saying is you got to work really hard on this part of the story, because a lot of questions are expected in the exam. Maybe a separate case can also be expected out of this in the exam. Be very prepared, guys. So we have done like 6 live quiz sessions till now, and I hope things are going to get better. So that's close to 100 questions that we have already discussed. 2 parts of strategic management we have done, first 4 chapters and next 4 chapters. Audit, this is the 4th quiz. Now, so that's a pretty decent set of things. Now, what I want to do in the first week of October, not now, but little later in the first week of October, I'm going to line up like a set of 10 questions which are extremely tricky. One quiz, I will obviously give a prior intimation, but I'm not telling the day because schedules and calendars are really, I'm not really sure about how things are. But I don't want to disappoint you guys by putting them up front and then lose interest in studies. What I want you guys to do is study hard, be very, very well prepared. There will be a company audit and audit report quiz. Maybe we'll make up 15 questions from company audit and audit report, or one set of quiz where a little level up will be done. So that's it for the story now, and then I will inform you about the next quiz, though we scheduled one on the 26th, but I'm not really sure that we will be able to do that. Don't worry, you can follow on YouTube, and for the guys who are on the app, you will anyway get the notification. So don't worry, we will just let you know. So for now, these 6 quiz, and I will obviously follow up with much more. We have the EAS quiz. I will intimate you about it. Please be prepared for EAS and IT. I don't want you guys to take them easy. Many of them have requested that, some of them going to articleship and all, they still not started studying EAS, but it's high time. Now I'm not going to take excuses. We're in the last week of September. So if you're thinking that, we'll do it only in October, then I can't hold it up. But then, so you have 2 quiz coming up for EAS, maybe 2 or 3 depending on that. And then we'll do one more tough questions session for SM also. So things are lined up. This is going to be a half an hour exercise, so I don't think it will be very difficult for you to pull it off. But the reason now I'm not telling you the exact dates is, if we plan and we are not able to freeze up on that date, then it will be disappointing. That's why please follow the space. Those of you who have the app will not have a problem at all. You will get a notification, so it's not going to disturb you in any way, so you will already know it. The ones who are still keeping Instagram on, you will also get a notification. Use it only when you want it, kind of a thing can go on. And the ones who are already subscribed on YouTube, you will also not have a problem. So just all we need is staying in touch, and then you will get to know when what is working on. Couple of revision sessions are coming up on the other channel, so stay tuned for everything. We will come back with tricky sessions, more, I mean like tricky quiz sessions, and then on the app we will be doing case-based scenarios, like how we did discuss case-based scenarios on the revision part, but we will do on the app couple of interesting case-based scenarios. I mean like I won't just pick them up from any past material, so you won't find those case studies anywhere, because I am going to know, I have already developed a couple of cases like that. So and they are going to test your understanding skills. It's going to be, and I want you guys to brush up on topics like audit risk and internal control, because you haven't done really well in that quiz. A lot of people skip things on that day, they took it very easy. I don't want that to happen. So audit risk, the word inherent risk, control risk, be critical about these things. And many of you watching on YouTube, I don't really know the reason as to why you are not coming on the app. If you all are iPhone users,